Today I'm going to show you how to make a Japanese fruit sandwich, so stick around. Welcome back to No Recipes. I'm Mark Matsumoto and I'm here to show you how to elevate your everyday meals. So I hope this video earns your subscription and perhaps your support on Patreon. Fruit sandwiches, which are known as Fruit Sando in Japan, have been around for over 100 years. Although it's not entirely clear who invented them, I imagine they were created by an inventive chef looking for an easier alternative to baking shortcake. They're made with just fruit and whipped cream stuffed between two slices of sandwich bread. And like most Japanese food, the ingredients may be simple, but it's all about the details. The most common fillings are just strawberries and cream, but they can be made with a mixture of any seasonal fruit, like mango, bananas, melon, grapes, or even persimmons. The key word here is seasonal, because you want fruit at its peak of flavor and sweetness. We're in the middle of strawberry season here in Japan, so I want to do one sandwich with just strawberries, but I also want to show you how to do a mixed fruit one as well. Let's start off by checking out our ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is Japanese-style sandwich bread, or shokupan, which is also sometimes called milk bread outside of Japan. A good slice of shokupan is ultra soft and pillowy, but it also has this springy chew that's super satisfying to munch on. If you can't find shokupan at a bakery near you, other sandwich breads like pan de mie work okay, but they're just not gonna have the same texture. Next up, we need some cream. Specifically, you want one with a high ratio of butterfat. Most whipping cream in the US has between 30 and 36%. But today I'm using a heavy cream that's 45% fat. That's because the richness of the cream gets diluted by the fruit, so a lighter whipping cream can taste a bit watery in the sandwich. For every half pint of cream, I'm adding 3.5 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. This not only sweetens it, it boosts that milky flavor of the cream. I've also got a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. As for the fruit, there's no set formula. Just use whatever is fragrant, ripe, and colorful near you. I'm using a combination of strawberries, mango, and kiwi fruit today. The first thing I'm gonna do is pour the cream into a cold bowl. Then I'm gonna add the vanilla extract and sweetened condensed milk. Now you want to whisk this mixture together until it holds firm peaks. I'm using an egg beater today, but a whisk, mixer, or hand blender all work. Regardless of what you use, be careful not to overwhip the cream. Otherwise, the butter will start separating out and your cream will end up chunky. On the flip side, if your cream is too loose, it's gonna squirt out of your sandwich when you bite into it, so you need to find that right balance. The way I test this is by slowly flipping the bowl upside down. If you can do this without having the cream dump out on you, you're good to go. Now let's cut up the fruit. Regardless of what you're using, you want all the fruit to be roughly the same thickness. For the kiwi fruit, I'm cutting it into 3/4 inch slices, and I'm gonna use the 2 slices from the center. Then I'm gonna peel each slice, which I find easier than doing it the other way around. Alright, now let's tackle that mango. I like using a curved paring knife for this, because it fits the contours of the mango and you can get the peel off in less passes. Mangoes have a broad and relatively flat pit in the center, so you want to stand the mango up so the thin side faces you. Then you can slice the flesh off of both sides of the pit. Now I'm going to trim the curved parts off and cut the mango into sticks that are about 3/4 of an inch thick. This is purely about aesthetics though, so feel free to cut them how you like. For the strawberries, you want to trim the leaves off of them, but how you cut them depends on how big they are. I'm gonna slice some of my strawberries in half, but leave some of the smaller ones whole. Alright, our prep's done, so let's assemble our sandwiches. I've got 2 slices of shokupan here, and I'm gonna spread some whipped cream on one slice and then top it with fruit. The key is to arrange everything so that you get perfect cross sections of each fruit when you cut the sandwich into halves or quarters. Think of it like a kaleidoscope. You want to make sure the quarters are perfectly mirrored along the lines where you're going to be cutting the sandwich. Now I'm going to fill in the gaps with more whipped cream, which holds everything in place. You want to get it sort of mounted up so the highest point is in the center and it tapers down around the edges. Be sure to get an extra thick layer of cream in the center because this is going to be the glue that holds our other piece of bread in place. Now I'm just going to top this with the other slice of bread. Give it a little press to make sure it's all sticking together, and our first sandwich is done. Okay, let's quickly put together an all strawberry fruit sandwich. I'm going to start with a layer of cream, and then I'm going to stick a whole strawberry facing upwards right in the center. Now I'm going to surround that with 4 whole strawberries pointing towards each corner of the bread. Let's top that with more cream, and our sandwich is done. Now let's go ahead and cut the crusts off. I recommend using a sharp knife rather than a bread knife because the serrated edges of a bread knife tends to make a mess of the fruit. Finally, I'm going to cut the sandwich in half diagonally. Be sure to wipe the knife down after each slice to get nice clean cuts. Then I cut them in half in the other direction, and you should end up with bite-sized triangles that'll show off your geometry skills. Before the big reveal, I want to thank my amazing patrons on Patreon for helping to fund this video. By contributing a few bucks each month, my patrons help cover my costs and time to develop and shoot these recipes for you. If you're learning something new, I hope you'll consider clicking the link down in the description below to join the No Recipes crew and support our future videos. Okay, who's ready to see what's inside? Oh, look at that! I bet you wish Wonka Vision existed right about now. These colorful sandwiches are a tasty tea time treat, and as you saw, they come together in a matter of minutes. If you're having a hard time imagining what a sweet sandwich tastes like, think of them as an easy fruit shortcake. Swapping out the fruit makes for different flavors, but you could also get creative by flavoring the cream with stuff like cocoa powder or lemon zest. And you could even try using different breads like croissants or brioche. Fruit sandwiches are a fun snack or casual dessert that come together in minutes, so I hope you'll give it a try. If you enjoyed this video, you can let me know you want to see more like it by giving this a big thumbs up and by sharing it with all your friends that love a good Japanese sandwich. Thanks again to all of my amazing patrons on Patreon for making this video possible. If you want to help out, you can click the link up here to join the No Recipes crew. Okay, I think I'm gonna go brew myself some tea and have some Fruit Sando, but I'll catch you in the next one. Check us out on Instagram at No Recipes.